Stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece. Body.
We welcome you back to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Chiefs who are in possession of the football. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The kick is good. Makes the score, Chiefs 14.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On the carry.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Kaepernick's pass.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
To
Nick Vanette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
14.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
For Denver.
Here's Mecole Hardman. Gets around him. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Mecole Hardman. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. Third down here.
Third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to... And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
21. Broncos.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Yard pickup. Brings up second.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Number 25.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Third down.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Number 26.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Yeah, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton.
Pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We're back now in KC. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Now they can't. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down.
Jeudy, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Harrison Butker to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Mike, check, 59.
Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick six. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, agent, as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. That'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
Willie Gay.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Denver.
Kaepernick now to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The 30. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Brandon McMahon.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
17.
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Second down and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes and going deep for Hill, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos about set to go on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10.
Complete to
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw, Kaepernick. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
touchdown, Denver.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That is caught at the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Nick Vanette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 45 the mic.
And again, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
30. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Mike, check, 59.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final.